إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam, I'm your host, Karim Abu Zaid, and it's my pleasure to be with you for the second time in a row here in one day. Brothers and sisters in Islam, I enjoyed our meeting today with Dr. Bilal Phillips, and inshallah he promised that he would do more of those live broadcast, inshallah. So just keep yourselves signed in and following the Facebook page, and this way you will be up with the announcements, inshallah, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Tonight is the night of the question and answer without any presentations. When you see that Ramadan Mubarak background, that means no presentations. And may Allah reward our admins who designed virtual right belief and virtual know your messenger and virtual higher aims of the Quran. We're going to try to use those for the regular lectures, inshallah. Like we normally do, we welcome our first comers, our first 30. That's the number. Brother Muhammad Musa, number 1 today. Fayyaz, number 2. Fayyaz Rumi, number 2. Our sister Amina, may Allah reward you. Shanli, may Allah reward you. Abu Bakr Muhammad, Jazakallah khairan, Abu Bakr, for your help, and may Allah reward you. Please leave your message tremendously for helping us out with your donations. May Allah reward you, brother Abu Bakr. Anas, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Antonio, mashallah, again. Last night, for us it was, it's still today, Antonio. For you, yeah, I think it's last night, but for us it's still 8 o'clock here in Colorado. So, but I'm glad you like it. Lotus, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sumayya, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi. May Allah protect you and preserve you and your family as well, dear respected sister. Rajab, Mustaza, wa alaikum assalam, brother Rajab. Anisa, the Quran, wa alaikum assalam. This is a new one. I'm not familiar with that. Mama Sali, wa alaikum assalam, watching from Gambia. Sharjil, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our dear brother Abdul Wahid, Tariq Abdul Wahid, I'm sorry, Tariq Abdul Wahid. He's saying salam to everybody. Our respected sister, Sister Salwa Abdul Razak, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I guess Anisa is telling everybody Ramadan Mubarak. Ramadan Mubarak to you, sisters. Mikkiya, that's a new one too. Alhamdulillah, you know, seeing new people is a good thing. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. M. Ziyat, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Abdul Wali Umar, wa alaikum assalam wa barakallahu feek, and may Allah protect you as well. Our dear brother Ismail, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Aba Jibil Abbas Sabit, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Gharib al-Ghuraba, I'm so appreciative of your efforts. Jazakallah khair. I watched the episode on Asma wa Sifat twice and took notes. Alhamdulillah. When I called you Basha, I mean no insult. No, it's okay. Brother Gharib al Ghuraba, I wish I know your name. No, I'm not offended. No, it just, I think that's a Turkish thing, which is very old. But no, I'm not offended at all. Jazakallah khair. Emily Anderson, Assalamu alaikum, Sister Emily. How is the family and your husband and the children and Sweden? People are talking about Sweden that they are letting people work, and I wonder, is it a good thing? I mean, or are you locked down, locked in like us? Jazakallah khairan. Wa alaikum salam wa barakatuh. Imran Ibrahim, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hassan Ali, wa alaikum salam from Ottawa, Canada. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our brother Zahid Nawaz in Minneapolis. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Okay. It's okay, man. I mean, it's okay, you know. Take it easy. It's okay, inshallah. I love you for the sake of Allah. May Allah reward you. May Allah reward you. It's very kind of you. Abdul Jalil, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our sister Muhammad, wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Hafiz Muhammad. Hey, Hafiz. Yes, how are you, Hafiz? Are you our Hafiz from New Jersey? Hail Hafiz. I call you Hail Hafiz. Are you the one? Good to see you, mashallah. Our sister Adhan. Okay, Sister Salwa, I saw that question today and I thought, we would address it tonight, inshallah. So I'll come back to this question after I greet everybody. Our brother Hussein, our sister Adhan again. Atilia Toronto Da'wah. Assalamu alaikum. Please explain the importance of Da'wah. Yes, we'll talk about that, inshallah. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Okay. Did we do the 30? Okay. طيب. I think we're on the 30. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Sister Hanan Abdul Hadi. Yara Muhammad. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. AB Sirat. You want to talk to me now? Yeah, let's release the Skype. So we're ready to go, inshallah. We can do that. Let me do here the Skype. Where is the Skype? The Skype. Here it is. I guess the number, we need to record that number now. Show it somewhere. So let's do that. That is 303 500 5101. We're going to do that here. We're going to show that number right here. We're going to show it. So let's put it here on the top right here. Can you all see it? Alhamdulillah. So the number is there, the Skype. If we can get somebody testing the Skype, that would be nice. So we know that everything is working, inshallah. But here is the phone number, inshallah. And I will go over some of the questions, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, Adam. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you? Sick.
I'm good.
Good to see you. Jazakallah khair for calling. Yes, Jazakallah khairan. Barakallah feek. Okay, I guess it's working. Now everybody can call, inshallah. May Allah reward you. MashaAllah, we got many people testing. So inshallah, we can go ahead and start our question and answer. session with the phone number, and I will go over some of the questions. You can post your questions, inshallah. But just before I carry on, okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Karim, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah. My name is Omar Adamu, calling from Vancouver.
How are you, brother Omar?
Alhamdulillah, brother. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, go ahead.
I have 2 questions. I have 4 questions, but I'll ask 2 now, and then I'll call back again, and then ask the other 2.
Okay.
Okay. My first question is it permissible for a Muslim or a Muslimah, like when you are talking to your brother and say, for the sake of Allah and for the sake of your dead dad, please forgive me? Is it permissible? And my second question is,
this one is easy. Omar, this one is easy. For the sake of Allah is fine, but for the sake of your dead father, we don't do that for the dead people. So we should refrain from that. Yes. Okay. The second question.
Okay. My second question is, can I give zakat to my needy uncle?
Jazakallah khair. That's easy too, inshallah. Zakah for your needy uncle, yes. Like I said, you can give zakatul mal, which is the mandatory zakah, to any family member, provided that they are not fathers, mothers, grandfathers, grandmothers, grand, sons, daughters, grandsons, granddaughters. Number 2, they fall into one of the 8 categories. So they have to qualify pertaining to their need. They have to be needy. They have to be poor, masakeen, and so forth, brothers and sisters in Islam. Not just because they are family members, then you give them. No, they have to be إنما الصدقات للفقراء والمساكين والعاملين عليها, one of these 8 individuals in the family. جزاك الله خيرا وبارك الله فيك. طيب, if a dying person or dies, not give inheritance according to the Sharia, yet his children forgive him, will he be punished? As long as the person to whom the deceased owe the right pardons, forgives, then this person is let go. هذا حق الناس. You see, when we infringe injustice upon another person, it become the person who has to forgive. And as long as the offspring forgave, then it's good, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum.
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Alaykum assalam wa rahmatullahi. Name, state, and question, please.
My name is Khurram. I'm from London in the UK.
Khurram,
and alhamdulillah, I'm okay. How are you?
Alhamdulillah. What is the situation in England, Khurram?
Oh, it's crazy. People aren't social distancing, and we've been in lockdown for another 3 weeks.
How does Ramadan look for you?
There'll be no Tarawih. I know that for sure.
You're not? No Tarawih?
There'll be no Tarawih. No, all the masjids are shut.
There will be no Tarawih in the masjid, right? But we can pray at home, Qiyamul Layl. No. Yes, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. So your question, inshallah, Khurram, may Allah protect you, Rabbil Alameen.
Oh, thank you. Jazakallah khair, and you. Okay, so basically my question is, are we allowed to create tinctures, which are basically, it's like a set of herbs that are known to have immune building properties, and put them in alcohol
and soak them for 6 to 8 weeks. And what that does is that serves the purpose of extracting all the good qualities of the herb into a tincture, which we take every day, like a couple drops, and that helps to build immunity. Is that allowed?
So let me ask you: you place alcohol on what? On a substance, herbs?
Yes. So basically, like the method is that you take a jar, and in the jar you put different types of herbs that are known to fight viruses and colds and coughs, etc. When the herbs are in the jar, you put the alcohol in, and you leave it there for 6 to 8 weeks, and then you take it out in like a funnel, like you filter it in a funnel into a little dropper, and then with the dropper you take every morning under your tongue.
After 6 to 8 days, what will happen to the herbs? Will it consume the alcohol?
The herbs are gonna break. They're gonna break down. The purpose of the alcohol inside the jar is so that it can break the herb down.
It will absorb it, right? It will absorb the alcohol inside it.
It will absorb the alcohol inside it. Yeah.
So that's alcohol, no? That would be alcohol then.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to clarify, because there's some medicines that have extractions of alcohol in there as well, and I don't know.
But this is not. Yeah. But this is not extracted, because that's still alcohol, which will be absorbed by the herbs. Yes, it's a small quantity, but the Prophet, we know, he said that if a bucket full causes drunkenness, a drop is haram. It's not permissible to do that. جزاك الله خير خورم. بارك الله فيك. السلام عليكم. Stay safe.
Welcome.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام عليكم.
السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. Mr. Karim, how are you?
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Name and
so this is Samir Ali from Maryland.
MashaAllah, Samir. How are you, Samir?
Alhamdulillah. How's your family doing?
How's your family?
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Your father and mother okay?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. My mother's back home right now.
Convey my salam.
Inshallah.
Yes, convey my salam.
I will, inshallah. I will.
May Allah protect you and keep you safe, Samir. Samir is one of my students. He's a big man now. I mean, how many kids you have now?
Inshallah. Alhamdulillah, I have two.
May Allah protect them. May Allah protect them. Go ahead, Samir.
May Allah preserve you.
Ameen. Go ahead.
Ameen. So quick question, inshallah. My question is, if you have a job, and the job is, you have like a 401k for the job and going towards your retirement. When you leave the job, they are, you can take your money out with a penalty. And because of the whole pandemic that's going on right now, they're waiving the penalty for anybody who pulls their money out because of difficulty. However, that money, they have used that money and invested it has accrued interest, and have invested it in stock that you don't have any knowledge of. You have no idea what they invested it in. You just know that there's a base amount that you put in, and the rest is what they invested, or that has accrued interest. Is that money halal?
It is halal as far as the base amount which you put in. If you verify, Samir, if you verify where the 401k was invested in and it is lawful, then that portion becomes lawful as well. But for sure, any interest, incurred interest during that period where you had that base amount is also to be getting rid of. You have to get rid of that. So you're going to take the whole money, basically, because you can't refuse this or that. But if you can verify the source of the investment or the place where this money was invested, you can go ahead and keep if it is lawful. The interest, if that portion of investment is still unlawful, the jurists, they say you have to get rid of it. You have to throw it away. What does it mean to throw it away? Meaning you have to give it to a place where you get zero kickback from it. Meaning, because sometimes when you give a sadaqah to an individual, always you look for gratification, you know. So give it, for example, to organizations which send money to poor and needy people in Syria, in Burma, in China, wherever. So you have no kickback whatsoever, because this money is really filth, and you're getting rid of it, and you should not get anything back from it, inshallah, brother Samir. Jazakallah khairan. And stay safe, and please convey my salam to your family. And your siblings as well, inshallah.
May Allah reward you.
Ameen. Salam alaikum.
I will, inshallah.
Salam alaikum. Jazakallah khairan. So let me see here. Okay, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Brother Karim, this is Omar again, calling from Vancouver. How are you?
Omar again from Vancouver. Go ahead.
Okay, my second two questions are, the first one is, a sister is asking, because that sister has ulcer, and a few days ago, you know, the ulcer she started having problems with the ulcer issues. So she would like to know if it's permissible for her to fast, or what does.
So Omar, what does she have, Omar? What does she have again?
Yeah, stomach ulcer.
What is that?
Stomach ulcer.
What is ulcer?
So the spelling is ULCER.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it, because I don't know. But basically, this is a decision of a doctor. You see, I'm a jurist, supposedly, and I'm claiming to be one. Even I don't know the name of the disease or the whatever you're referring to. So only a doctor can decide. But again, we always advise you to ask a Muslim doctor, or a doctor who is well informed of what is fasting and the fact that it's mandatory and the details of fasting, because a lot of them do not know. So you go and ask them fasting, they probably take it light, assuming that you don't want to eat. So you have to explain to them. That is why we recommend a Muslim doctor, because a Muslim doctor would know right away what fasting is. He doesn't need further explanation. Jazakallah khair, brother Omar. Barakallah fi.
Jazakallah. Okay, my second question, brother.
Okay.
So a couple of days ago, on YouTube, somebody asked a question about the zakat, and you said the zakat in this pandemic, we can give the zakat as quickly as possible. My question is, the zakat, I'm here in Canada, can I give the zakat back home, or I have to give it to, because usually some masjid say, okay, you can put $10 in, how do you call it, those box where they've written zakat al-fitr or whatever, or can we donate the zakat to like the CMCC, how do you call it, and also this one, Jazakallah.
Barakallah feek, brother Omar. Brothers and sisters in Islam, regarding zakah, if you read the hadith carefully, hadith Mu'adh ibn Jabal radiyallahu anhu, when he was sent to Yemen, the narrator is Abdullah ibn Abbas, the hadith in the two Sahih. Let me just go to the point of reference here. Then tell them, after they accept La ilaha illallah, they accept the salah, then they tell you, then you tell them, tell the people of the book, the people of Yemen, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mandated upon the rich to take away a portion of their money to be given to the poor there. To be
Assalamu
given.
alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaykum assalam, Adhan. Go ahead.
I actually have a question, Sheikh. So when you're eating the food, and then you eat the food, and then it's time for salat time, and you still have some bit of food stuck to your teeth, and you accidentally swallow it.
Spit it,
Does your fast break?
spit it out.
Also, Sheikh.
Adhan, can you spit it out in your hand or in some place?
I don't know.
If you accidentally, Adhan, if you accidentally swallow it, it's okay. But it's better to, that's why brush your teeth after you eat and when you do madmada and so forth, inshallah. But if you spit it out, it's much better. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Sheikh. My other thing is, I finished my homework. Okay, I finished my homework finally.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
And yes, and Sheikh, please, my teachers of Legacy Learning Center, please give less homework. Actually, please say it. Say the teachers of Legacy, please give less homework.
Who?
Hey, the teachers of Legacy Learning Center, please give less homework.
Legacy Learning Center. Where are those? In Minneapolis?
Yes, in my school. Say, please give less homework.
So you want me to tell them that?
Yes, please.
Okay, sure. Okay, what about that? Give Brother Adhan unnecessary homework. But the necessary one they have to do, you know? Jazakallah khairan.
Yeah.
Yes, Jazakallah khairan. So I go back to Brother Omar. If you read the hadith carefully, brothers and sisters in Islam, that the money is to be taken from the wealthy in town to the poor in town. So this is aslul mas'ala. This is by default. But now, if there is a dire need somewhere else, then you can do it. You can transfer the money somewhere else. Or if there is a relative who qualifies to receive that sadaqah or to receive that zakatul mal somewhere else and he has a need equal to the local need, then the relative takes precedence. You're getting that? That's the answer to the question. Inshallah, may Allah reward you, Rabb al-Alameen. Jazakallah khair. Our sister keeps asking me to talk about da'wah. You know, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm always fascinated with tafsir. The story of Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam in a chapter called the Naml, the ant. So Prophet Sulaiman alayhi salam was marching with his army, and they are about to pass by the valley of the ants. حتى إذا أتوا على وادي النمل قالت نملة. An ant said to the rest of the ants, يا أيها النمل ادخلوا مساكنكم لا يحطمنكم سليمان وجنوده وهم لا يشعرون. O ants, enter into your dwellings, otherwise Sulaiman and his army will stampede you, will step on you. Imagine a tiny little ant talking to the rest of the ants. Who heard and understood this? Sulaiman alayhi salam. فتبسم ضاحكا من قولها. He smiled and he felt the bounty of Allah upon him. That look, a creation like this know about Sulaiman, because the ant said something very interesting at the very end. They will step on you while they don't know. وَهُمْ لَا يَشْعُرُونَ. This is not the manner of Sulaiman and his army. They will not do this knowingly. They will do it unknowingly. فتبسم ضاحكا من قولها. He smiled وقال رب أوزعني أن أشكر نعمتك التي أنعمت علي وعلى والدي. He said, Oh Allah, enable me to show gratitude for this. Remember now. And he asked, وَأَنْ أَعْمَلَ صَالِحًا. I want one act, صالحًا, that show my gratitude towards you. Read the rest of the story, what happened. He went to check on the birds. He did not find the hudhud, the hoopoe. Where is he? I will slay him, or I'll punish him unless he comes with an excuse. The hudhud came back flying, and he said, I wasn't in town, I was all the way in Yemen, and I saw people there worshipping the sun beside Allah, and that is not right. Even though he admired their style, their system. You may admire a non-Muslim, but you don't admire their shirk. Shahid, brothers and sisters in Islam, all of the kingdom of Sheba became Muslims. The head was the queen, Bilqis. Remember, this is the dua that he made. If Allah wills good for you, He will direct you to guiding people to His way. That is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses the messengers in a way that no one can even imagine. Because ذَلِكَ فَضْلُ اللَّهِ يُؤْتِيهِ مَنْ يَشَاءُ. This is the bounty of Allah which Allah bestows upon whom He wills. فالدعوة, brothers and sisters in Islam, imagine the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam telling Ali ibn Abi Talib radiyallahu anhu on the day of Khaybar, don't go into fighting, no, give them da'wah. It was a battlefield, but give them da'wah first. لَإِنْ يَهْدِيَ اللَّهُ بِكَ رَجُلًا خَيْرٌ لَكَ مِنَ الدُّنْيا وَمَا فِيهَا. If Allah guides through you one soul is better than the whole world, imagine. I can talk about da'wah, dear sister, Toronto da'wah, Attila. So that's why we need to mobilize our forces. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Caller, I'm sorry, and I'm glad you kept waiting. Assalamu alaikum.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
دكتورنا ما شاء الله دكتور أحمد، كيف حالك؟
حياكم الله، ما شاء الله ما شاء الله. بارك الله فيكم.
جزاك الله خيرا. Good to have you إن شاء الله.
May Allah bless you and your followers إن شاء الله.
Ameen. So let me try to get you on the phone line, so this way we can free the Skype for them inshallah, so we can help us with some questions here inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. السلام عليكم.
السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته يا شيخ.
أهلا. How are you? دكتور أحمد معايا؟
الحمد لله.
معك إن شاء الله.
طيب إن شاء الله. Name, state and question please.
Sheikh, this is Taha from Dallas, Texas.
Brother Taha, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, fine. Thank you so much. How are you?
Okay, everybody, we have Dr. Ahmed Nabhan with us, our local scholar here in Colorado. He feels sorry for me that I had to spend another hour, and he's here for my help, inshallah. So go ahead, Taha. Do you have a question?
Inshallah. Yes, Sheikh. I have a question regarding the Salah in Ramadan. Now, I have some friends who actually question about opening the masajids for Ramadan. They were telling why don't we pray 6 feet apart from each other, and they can open the masjids like here, especially in Dallas.
Let me ask you, Taha.
And there is an argument.
Taha, let me ask you this question. With your permission, Sheikh Ahmed, we'll get you on the call in a minute here. Is the law of a maximum number to congregate 10 people is in Texas too? We have a law here in Colorado that we cannot have more than 10 people in one single space room is the same in Texas?
Yes.
Okay, so how are you going to do that? I mean, how can you do that? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and also I have some friends back in India, Pakistan, in general, the subcontinent.
Mm-hmm.
There is a debate like, why don't we open the masjid and let's pray 6 feet apart? Like they say some masjids they did in Indonesia or Malaysia, they are doing the same for Jum'ah. And for regular prayers, everyone is praying in the masjids, but they are 6 feet apart. So I don't know, like, is this?
Okay, we'll get you answer. We'll get you the answer, Taha, inshallah. Jazakallah khair for calling. Barakallah feek. So, Sheikh Ahmed, you want to take on this?
Yeah, please. I would like to speak about that if you give me permission, please.
Sure, go ahead, inshallah.
Yeah, first of all, brothers and sisters who are with us in this program.
Taha, can you hear Dr. Nabhan?
Yes.
Can you hear him?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead, doctor.
Yes.
I would like to give you advice and I myself. And this is very, very important advice for all of us as Muslims in the whole world. My advice is, when we have actually a particular incident situation like this coronavirus and like other condition, we cannot, as an imam or scholars, give individual answer about the important and general situation for every group and for the Muslims in the whole world. We should to have two majma' of fiqh, two Muslims jurist scholars, one in the West and the other one in the East. People of the East, they should answer one question about that situation from A to Z among the certain scholar, people like them, and trust them, and we have to trust their answer and to follow them. This is very important for the Muslim to obey and to listen to the message of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إنما كان قول المؤمنين إذا دعوا إلى الله ورسوله ليحكم بينهم أن يقولوا سمعنا وأطعنا. When this answer came from Majma', from the majority of the scholar, regarding even Salat al-Jumu'ah, regarding actually the fasting during the month of Ramadan, Tarawih prayer, closed or open the masajid, we have to say سمعنا وأطعنا. The similar situation for our condition here in United States, actually in the West. There is, mashallah, good majma' and mashallah, good scholars and good people. It's my honor to share with them, called Amjad. We study actually every individual case, even about Salat al-Jumu'ah, even about a person take a loan from the government to build his small business or to fix his situation, or even about the month of Ramadan. If the majority of the scholars from the East and from the West, they have right information like tawatur. Tawatur means ilm al-hadith, when a group narrated this information for group to another group, and this group came from professional and the scholar of the health, and they advise us to not open the masajid. That will be dangerous. Even if we say, it's okay, Sheikh Karim, please, you can have 10 people in your masjid to offer Salat al-Jum'ah and to pray Tarawih prayer with 10 people. Why those 10 people take the offer and they leave the other Muslim people without reward? Why do you work and you honor yourself and you're not looking for your Muslim brothers and sisters? Why you are selfish?
Right.
If you are smart man and you fear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to under the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, ذهب أهل الدثور بالأجور. That means when you are rich, to help yourself to throw your money and you not care about the other. How about the other?
Okay, the point is clear, Sheikh, because we have a lot of people asking questions.
I understand, Sheikh Karim, but Sheikh Karim, please, I would
Okay.
like to make my advice tonight as a policy for
Okay.
myself, for you,
Okay.
and for you, for the other, to understand our Islam as well. Because
No.
now, everything in the internet now, we do not have guidance. We do
Right.
not have the straight path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We not respect the word of Allah and our Islam.
Right.
I'm sorry for that.
Jazakallah khair, no problem, inshallah. So, Brother Taha, you heard it. Why would you
Yes,
only
yes,
specify
Jazakallah.
10 people out of the congregation? It's better. We could observe, we could worship Allah. Like, we asked the same question today to Dr. Bilal Phillips, and he said one of the beautiful things about this ummah that Allah made the whole of earth is a masjid for us. You don't have to be in a church or in a synagogue or in a temple to worship Allah. You can worship Allah any place you want. And as long as there is an excuse, it's okay, inshallah. So it's not advisable. To answer the question, Jazakallah khair, Brother Taha, Barakallah fi.
Oh, yeah. So,
Jazakallah khair, Dr. Ahmed. Let me see here because we have a lot of people asking questions. We have Sister Carolina Grace. My question is about wudu. What should you do if you have forgotten how many times you have cleansed a specific part of your body? Should you start over from the beginning? Let me pick up this call and then we'll come back to the Sister Caroline question, inshallah. Caroline question, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, Sheikh?
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing? Name, state, and question, please.
This is Abu Bakr Muhammad from Houston, Texas.
Hey, Abu Bakr. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. How are you, Sheikh?
Alhamdulillah. Jazakallah khair, Abu Bakr. May Allah reward you. Bless you, Rabbil Alameen.
Ameen, Ameen. I'm just doing my duty, just like
May Allah give you Jannah.
try to do whatever is best. Ameen, Ya Rab.
May Allah give you Jannah. Your wealth.
Ameen, Ya Rab.
Your health.
I just have, Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah. Everything is good. I can't complain. I just thank Allah that He didn't test us in our deen, That's much
Alhamdulillah.
worse
Alhamdulillah.
than this little bit.
Alhamdulillah. It's beautiful.
Alhamdulillah. Yes, sir. I've been watching your show and mashallah and I really enjoy watching it, but for the brothers and sisters that's always asking about the masjid to be open and all that, we have to can I just say something real quick?
Absolutely, yeah. Go ahead.
Everything, nothing happens in this world without the will and the qadr of Allah, as you say all the time, and no masjid is built without the permission of Allah, and no masjid is shut without the permission of Allah. We need to understand that and really believe that as a Muslim. So, like he said in the Quran, "Fi buyutin adidan Allahu an tudrak." Aywa. So we have to understand that no masjid is built without His permission, and no masjid is shut. Even being da'i to Allah, and like Rasulullah said, "Wada'iyan ila Allahi bi'idhnih."
No.
Right. So we just need to be patient. Inshallah, all this is gonna fade away. And if you wanna expand on it and add whatever you can,
I think you made the point very clear, Brother Muhammad, Abu Bakr Muhammad. May Allah reward you. That we should accept the qadar Allah, and we should not defy the law, like Dr. Nabhan mentioned just right now, and also Dr. Bilal Phillips today on the earlier broadcast. We should strive to. This is a test. Are you going to worship Allah without going to the masjid? Or are you just going to waste Ramadan? I think that's where the test is, and we should come out there and say, we're going to worship Allah regardless, wherever it is. Jazakallah khair, barakallah fi.
Right, and I mean, and it's not like you stop praying tahajjud at night. It's not like you stop reading. You didn't stop all that. So I just wanted to add that. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. جزاك الله خيرا. بارك الله فيك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, Sheikh.
Yes.
How are you, Sheikh?
Alhamdulillah. How are you doing? Name, state, and question, please.
Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. This is Sister Samira from New York.
Yes, Sister Samira. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing well. I have a question.
Sure.
Regarding family members and gossiping.
Okay.
I'm doing my best to be closer to Allah. I'm doing my sadaqah, prayers, everything. Doing a whole lot of things. But I have some family members that when they call from Africa, they want to talk to you and they complain about family members. It's like it's gossiping. They may be right, but we're talking about somebody behind them, and I feel it's gossiping. I try as much as possible to avoid them, but it's not. To avoid talking about them, but it's just not possible. And especially with Ramadan coming, I just don't want anybody calling me and talking about others.
Okay, I think...
Is it possible? Is it possible? Like during Ramadan, don't pick up your phone. Just text them, I'm fine, how are you? Things like that. It's just too much. I don't like it, but I don't know how to handle. How do you go about it?
Let's get Sheikh Ahmed briefly, please. Sheikh Ahmed, our sister Samira from New York.
I understand the question.
Okay.
I will answer this question, brother Sheikh Karim.
Go ahead.
And then I have to answer the question about wudu.
Okay, go ahead.
Sister Samira, when a person call you from Africa or from America, complain about the other person, your position like a judge. You have to listen about this complaint. If somebody took his money, if somebody abused him, if somebody make a problem against him, your position is not about gossiping between him and you or her and him. The problem, they put you as a position of judge. You have to listen and to give to advice. Absent advice for this one, he just make a problem, and the advice for the person call you about that. And you have to remind him indirect. It's not direct. When you direct tell him, okay, my sister or my brother, I'm not really ready to listen to your advice. This gossiping, that is haram in our Islam. I cannot talk about my Muslim brother. You are wrong. My advice to you
is... Sheikh Ahmed, allow me to interrupt because I was actually smiling while she was asking this question. With your permission, Sister Samira, let me just give another insight on this issue. These family members sometimes, Dr. Ahmed, they call actually to get you in their side. And if you don't side with them, you become another enemy. Probably they're going to call someone else to gossip about you.
Yes.
So you end up basically having a bad relationship. And I think this is where the sister is tackling the issue that if you don't give them moral support on the issue already, if you don't side with them, then you become another person that they will gossip about with someone else.
Right.
In the bottom line, Sheikh Karim, Abu Bakr Hadith, Imam Muslim, when people gossip each other in front of him or in his sitting, his majlis, he reminds them about the hadith of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam when he said, سمعت رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول لا يدخل الجنة نمام or قتات. That he reminds them immediately about the word of the Prophet Muhammad. Allah will never enter paradise as a backbiter. A man, he talk and guarded the people. So sister, if they put you as a judge, be fair and say the truth and give you advice in one time. Advice for the asker and the advice for the other side. And you have to remind both of them about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Jazakallah khair, Dr. Ahmed. So you heard it, Sister Samira. I think what the doctor is trying to tell you is instead of giving your own opinion or your own side, just say قال الله قال رسول الله. The Prophet said this is considered to be backbiting. Can we not do that? And so forth. And that's the best way to do it. Stay safe, sister. Jazakallah khairan. Barakallah fiki. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you. Jazakallah khairan.
Wa iyyakum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum. Caller.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Yes, caller. Go ahead, inshallah. Name and where are you calling from?
My name is Hussein.
Okay.
I'm calling from the Netherlands.
From where?
From the Netherlands, Europe.
Holland.
Yes, Holland, exactly.
We know it by Holland, always in Egypt. We say Holland. That Netherlands, something that we learned later.
Netherlands, Holland, yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, and how are you,
Yes,
Brother Hussein? What is the situation there?
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. It's okay. It's stable. There isn't a real lockdown over here, but
Masajid are open.
No. The masajid are not open. They're closed voluntarily, of course.
Oh, so voluntarily.
Yeah.
You know,
the masajid have.
It's a law for us here in America.
Excuse me?
It is like a law for us. We cannot congregate. It's against the law. It becomes against the law.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Brother Hussein, you have a question for us?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
So the question is about the narrations, which are about image making. So as far as I understand, image making is haram. However, I had a discussion with someone. That person said that that there's a certain alim who says that the images that's been talked about in these narrations only pertains to like statues,
right,
and those kinds of stuff. And I would like some clarification about that. Like, what does images mean in these narrations?
Brother Hussein, are you talking about you making images, or you dealing with images, having to deal with them voluntarily?
Both situations.
Both situations.
Like in general.
Barakallah feek. So Sheikh Ahmed, I'm going to answer Brother Hussein. Brother Hussein, just hang up. We know that you're calling from Netherlands. I'll answer you, inshallah. But Dr. Ahmed, we have an earlier question regarding Qurhatul Ma'idah, ulcer. I guess the brother... Yeah, it's called ulcer. I guess I didn't know what it is, and I said...
Yes. In English, it's ulcer, yes.
Yeah, so is it an excuse to break your fast in Ramadan based on your experience?
Very good question. Brother, is not actually my answer, and is not from Sheikh Karim's answer. The answer should come from the Muslim doctor. He's the one understand the condition, and he's right one to give you the right answer.
Okay, that's my answer. I actually answered it this way before, and that's the way it should go, inshallah. There is another question here, which is really written in Arabic. We know that we cannot say... I think the brother is talking about الاستثناء في الإيمان. Basically, you cannot say أنا مؤمن إن شاء الله. You should say that. But this is, I know that الفقهاء الماتريدي يعني they actually don't do that either, because for them iman doesn't go up and down, and that's a theology. So the brother is asking, how come Musa said وأنا أول المؤمنين when he was shocked when he requested to see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? I am the first one to believe that no one can see Allah in this world after this experience. That's the answer to the question, inshallah, dear brothers. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
And also, Sheikh Karim, I would like to add one more.
Hold on 1 second, please.
Go ahead.
Okay, hold on. Okay, go ahead, please, caller. Go ahead, name, state, and question.
My name is Hassan, and I'm calling from Australia. How are you doing?
Australia?
Yes.
MashaAllah, what time there in Australia?
It's actually 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so not too bad.
MashaAllah. يقلب الله الليل والنهار. Allah rotates the night and the day. Hassan, Omar, I'm sorry. Go ahead and Hassan, I'm sorry. Go ahead and ask your question, Hassan.
Look, currently I've got a 7-year-old son, and currently where I am living, there is no Islamic school. And I was planning to move to Melbourne, where there are lots of Islamic schools. That is because purely for my son. And the thing is, when I was about to move this year to Melbourne, closer to an Islamic school, I did istikhara. And when I did istikhara, my heart changed to move to a different town which actually does not have an Islamic school. So I'm a bit confused which way to go, or should I repeat the istikhara again?
Sheikh Ahmed,
Yes.
did you
Brother,
did you
yes, I
understand his question?
understand.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, about the advice through the Islamic school, I think Sheikh Karim is the right person to advise you and to give you the right answer. And brother, about actual Salat al-Istikhara, the most of us, when we pray Salat al-Istikhara, they think there is something will be happen during my sleep, very clear, or some reaction will be strong and guide me. The first one could be is not, and the second one could be is not. Because you have to keep your feeling free when you pray Salat al-Istikhara. When a person got confused, my advice, you brother, you have to repeat Salat al-Istikhara more than one time till Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will guide you to the right direction, inshallah.
Yes, so the advice of the Sheikh, repeat Salatul Istikhara. I'm telling you, brother, wallahi, I don't know if you heard me speak about this subject, but I have so much passion about this. You wanting to do this, may Allah bless you. May Allah protect you. Repeat that istikhara again regarding the city, but you should not change your intention regarding the education of your son.
Do not give up.
Do not give up. But yes, the city to relocate to, yeah, that's a matter of istikhara. It's Allah is guided. So repeat the istikhara, but the actual decision, no. No, stick to that decision, inshallah. Jazakallah khair.
Oh, okay. Jazakallah khair.
Sister Amina Shinley, Cash App doesn't accept 1K. Sister Amina is going to give us 1K, mashallah. What about PayPal, you know, or any of that, inshallah? Maybe we can ask one of our sisters to call you, inshallah, to receive that from you, Sister Amina. May Allah give you Jannah, Rabbil Alameen. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Brother Karim, this is Omar again from Vancouver.
How
are you?
This is your 5th question tonight. You gotta leave some for the brothers. Go ahead.
Okay, Jazakallah. This is my last question, brother.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Jazakallah.
Go ahead.
Jazakallah. So my question is, I have my wife who has a disease. The disease is called hypoglycemia, which is lupus, and she has to eat every 2 hours. So how does she have to do with the Ramadan? Jazakallah khairan, brother.
Brother Omar, this is an opinion of a doctor. You have to ask a doctor for this. You know, you have to ask a doctor, can she fast or not, okay?
It's good, Sheikh Karim, if you advise him to ask a Muslim doctor, he understands the month of Ramadan and the fasting and the condition of fasting. That probably will give him a good light to give the right answer.
All right, inshallah. Jazakallah khair, Omar. Did you hear that?
Jazakallah.
وإياكم Omar. Jazakallah khair. Barakallah feek. Okay, let us try to answer the brothers on the because a lot of them are here. Let me scroll up. Brother Basit Sheikh, Salaam alaikum. Abdul Basit from Gain Peace, Chicago. How are you? Musharraf Hussein. Is it not recommended or prohibited to offer any sujood after offering Fajr prayer till sunrise? Sheikh, the question regarding praying, do you mean by sujood, brother? What kind of sujood? Sujood al-tilawa, sujood what? You know, if sujood al-tilawa, that's permissible.
There is no any problem. Sujood al-shukr, there is no any problem.
Sujood al-shukr, there is no problem. But offering salah, voluntary salah after Fajr, without a reason, that is impermissible. طيب, that is Musharraf Hussain. Akhi, is it right to say that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam taught ilm like Tawheed, Asma wa Sifat and so on, but just did not break it down into categories like you have explained? Yes, that is right. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam never used the methodology of Tawheed al-Rububiyyah, Tawheed al-Uluhiyyah, Tawheed al-Asma. He never used that because the people at the time, they knew they didn't need that. You understand? The people knew that. Sheikh Ahmad, you want to say something in this regard?
I would like to add علم التزويد. Prophet Muhammad he never talk about إدغام بغنة أو مدود.
Exactly. Like also the science of how to recite the Quran, the Prophet never taught it because there was no need for that. Yes. Jazakallah khairan. Okay, we have a lot of questions here. One of the brothers is asking, can I call via Skype? Yes, you can. Brother admin, maybe you can give them. Okay, the phone number. Brother Musharraf Hussain is asking 20 or 8 rak'ahs, Taraweeh. Should we offer? Sheikh Ahmad, you want to take on this?
والله brother, the answer is easy. يعني سبحان الله, Prophet Muhammad he always pray 11 or 13, never pray more than that. But the gate is open. And Umar ibn al-Khattab he prayed 23 rak'ah during his time. When the Prophet Muhammad advised us, follow sunnati and the way of the khulafa after me, that means what Umar, the action of the Umar is permission for you to pray more than 11 or 13 rak'ah if you are individual.
So the right answer is follow the Imam, but if you want to stick to the way of the Prophet ﷺ is the 11 rak'ah. Assalamu alaikum, caller. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Yes, name, state, and question, please.
Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh Karim. It's Zorina from New Jersey.
Sister Zorina, how are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, Sheikh. How are you?
Family. How's Hafid? How's Hafid?
Oh, alhamdulillah, he's doing very well.
And the kids are okay?
Alhamdulillah, we're all trying to exercise the Sabr Jamil right now.
May Allah make it easy on you, dear sister. And how's your parents in Maryland? They are okay?
Alhamdulillah, getting older, so that presents, some challenges. Alhamdulillah.
Please convey my salam and we're making dua for everybody.
Oh, Jazakallah, thank you so much, I will.
Yes, sister.
Okay, my question is about hijama.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm wondering, I know that someone in my family has been getting hijama regularly. It's helped so much for their ailments. But then when I look at the people who offer hijama around the United States, there's all these laws governing the age that the person has to be, or different things. Whereas if you go overseas, hijama it's done so often and there's not a lot of restrictions. So I'm wondering, is there a restriction on the age that a person has to be in order to get the hijama?
Jazakallah khairan, Sister Zareen, I'm sorry.
Yes.
So inshallah we'll have Dr. Ahmed. He has a lot of experience with this subject. Sheikh Ahmed, the laws of hijama here and what is your take on this? Because back home where we come from, like the sister mentioned, you can just call the hajim and, without even having to, just a phone call. But here, restrictions and, and all of that. What is your take on this, Sheikh, please?
So, sister, be careful, because we are in different environment. Could be a person, he made the hijama, or the person he had hijama, both of them will be under trouble if something happen, and also the government or the rules and regulation here understand about this issue without permission. We have to understand that. We have to respect the word of medicine and curing here in America. And we have to realize that need professional person, male and female, to do that as a doctor. And he understands his responsibility. Otherwise, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, when he spoke about the curing, he talked about al-kay, when you burn the injured by some fire. And the Prophet Muhammad prohibited that. If there is different medicine, like antibiotic, or for example, ibuprofen, will make you happy and will take the headache out from your head and will make you peacefully, I believe you have to take this medicine instead of hijama. Because hijama, there is under some procedure, and do not please put yourself and put other in danger way when a person makes something wrong or put himself against the law.
Very well put together, Sheikh. I totally condone that, Sister Zorina. Did you hear him? Did you hear the Sheikh?
Okay.
Yeah,
yes, I heard him.
If there is somebody that you trust, yes, but don't risk your health and the legal position of this person. Jazakallah khairan. Please convey my salams to everybody.
I will. Thank you so much, Sheikh Zakal Khan.
Wa iyaakum. Okay, we have here, I want to go to Sister Caroline. I'm sorry, I know that you asked a question earlier. I'm really trying to scroll down into it. Okay, the sister is asking, she said this is getting late here. So if you make wudu and you forget how many you made, first of all, you build on what you're certain upon. Let's say that you're supposed to wash your hand 3 times, Sister Caroline. Now you are confused whether it was 2 or 3. Then you begin 2 and 3. And by the way, even if you do just 1 time, your wudu is valid. Even if you do just 2 times, your wudu is valid. If you do just 3 times, not more than that, your wudu is valid. So you have to make sure that you done it at least 1 time, inshallah. Sorry for a late answer. I was trying to scroll down, but when I saw your message here, I remember the question. Inshallah. Jazakallah khairah. Let me see here. We still have 5 more minutes, Sheikh. Inshallah. If someone around you smokes and you inhale it, does it invalidate your fast? Sheikh Ahmed?
Wallahi, brother, subhanallah. There is some ulama, they said that will not break the fast, and that there is no any problem to harm your fast about that. Some of them, but I am not just agree with that. And if that actually, I do not understand the question. If somebody is smoke by himself, like cigarette, or smoke around him.
No, she's asking you end up next to a smoker, and that person is buffing the smoke, and you happen to inhale it. You don't want to inhale it. Does it break your fast?
No, brother. Easy, no, will not break your fast because intentionally you're not familiar with that and
okay.
you're not dealing with
so
that.
It doesn't break. It doesn't break the fast. Okay.
Yes, if that for the person to move a little bit from the environment, that will be good for him.
So it's better to stay away from that person. I want to say that Brother Hussein from the Netherlands, I will make your question the last question I will answer, inshallah. But let us pick up some more questions here. We have Sister Yara Muhammad. I feel a bit silly asking this question, but I'm an Egyptian, and in Egypt we say Ya Lahwi. Is it haram to say Ya Lahwi?
You know what does mean, Sister Ya Lahwi?
What does it mean, Ya Sheikh? What is Ya Lahwi?
You know what is Ya Lahwi? Some calamity will gonna approach me.
Yeah. Ya Lalhawl.
Ya Lalhawl, yes. Something beyond my capability.
Yes. We shouldn't say
it's not good word at all. That is haram for the Muslim to make it with intention, but you have to keep yourself willing to not say this word. This is the word of Jahiliyyah, and it's not right for the Muslim to copy them in his life again.
Okay, Jazakallah khairan, Dr. Ahmed. May Allah reward you, inshallah. We're going to let you go here. I'm going to answer Brother Hussein and we'll let go, inshallah. May Allah reward you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa barakatuh. So let me do here quickly. I'm going to Mama Sally, my question, please. I am a barber and I compete on mannequin heads. Is there any issue? Well, all these questions, brothers, if I don't answer tonight, inshallah, I promise I'll answer them tomorrow, inshallah. But let me see this sister who asked this question. I wouldn't necessarily advise you to look for an Islamic school, but rather, okay. I think there was okay, let me see. Amina Yusuf, brothers, Ramadan. Yasmin Nasira, Sheikh Ahad. Okay. It's a big one, so let's leave this alone. Okay, I'm trying to look for the question of the sister. Dear Imam Karim Abu Zaid, can you please get my phone number? I want to call you. Okay, just message in the private message of Facebook. You can always message that. So we answered this question here. Okay, I think we're good بإذن ta'ala. Brother Hussein, that's the last question that I will answer. And جزاكم الله خيرا. And inshallah, I'm going to ask my admins to compile all these questions. And because it's getting late somewhere and you guys need to go to sleep. Once it comes to images, okay. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Fatima calling from Maryland.
Yes, sister.
I heard some of my Muslim friends, when somebody passed away, instead of saying Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un, they start with Kalu Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un.
No,
is that the right way to say it?
It is Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. If they want to add something to this, they say lillahi ma akhadha wa lillahi ma a'ta wa kullu shay'in indahu bi ajalin musamma. Jazakallahu khairan. So, answering the question of brother Hussein, we're done with Skype tonight. May Allah reward you. No question about making images of human, fish, animals is haram. Using them or having them around is haram. The text is obvious, crystal clear out there. Even there is a man who came to Abdullah ibn Abbas radiallahu anhuma, and he actually wanted to draw animals, and he said, go and draw mountains and trees and seas and what we call nature. That's what nature is, what Allah created, of elements which do not have souls dwelling in them, like a fish, like an animal, like a bird, like a human. Now, the jurist who validated the use of these images, and I'm talking about pictures now because there is no question about statues. That's done. But pictures, only if you need those, like having to have an ID, a passport, and all of that. Now, taking pictures on a phone, having pictures in an album, some of them said it's permissible, just as long as it is not hanging someplace on the wall because of the ban regarding the angels. Inshallah, stay safe, brother Hussein. Jazakumullah khairan, brothers and sisters in Islam. I love you all for the sake of Allah, and don't forget to help us out if you can, please. Here is the announcements quickly, inshallah, if you can, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. Okay, I don't know, it's not coming out, but inshallah, you know that we have our CMCC. That's, you can do Cash App, you can do paypal.org, you can do PayPal. If you can help us out, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward you. Remember, tomorrow we have Know Your Messenger. Know Your Messenger. And tomorrow, brothers and sisters in Islam, we have a very, very interesting clip from the Seerah. From the Seerah. When the Prophet ﷺ went to Syria with his uncle, and the monk Bahira, that's his name, saw him. You're gonna really like what you're gonna hear tomorrow. So don't miss it. Half hour, then we're gonna answer the rest of the questions which we missed today. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خيرا.